Welcome everyone, join us today as we celebrate the life and legacy of Petula Clark, the beloved British singer, actress, and songwriter whose dazzling career has spanned more than 8 decades. So let's dive in. Petula Clark, born Sally Olwen Clark, on the 15th of November 1932 in Ewell, Surrey, England. Born to parents Leslie Noah Clark and Doris Phillips, both nurses at Long Grove Hospital in nearby Epsom. Petula's father was known for his playful wit and created her unique first stage name, Petula, by combining the names of 2 of his former girlfriends, Pet and Ulla. Though born in England, Petula spent much of her early childhood in Abercairn, near Merthyr Tydfil in South Wales, where her mother's family lived. There she absorbed her mother's Welsh musical roots, chapel singing, folk songs, and community performances, which gave her a deep love of melody and harmony. Petula's passion for performing appeared early. She would sing along to the radio, imitate Vera Lynn and Carmen Miranda, and stage little concerts for family. By age 7, after seeing Flora Robson in a live theatrical show with her father, she knew she wanted to be on stage. Her education was split between schools in Surrey and Wales, but the Second World War soon changed everything. As the Blitz intensified, the Clark family moved between Epsom and the Welsh valleys for safety. Even during this turbulent time, Petula's voice began attracting attention. Petula's professional debut came by chance in October 1942 when, aged 9, she accompanied her father to a BBC radio studio where he worked as a technician. An air raid delayed the scheduled broadcast, and producers asked if anyone could entertain the restless audience. Petula volunteered to sing, and her clear voice and confidence charmed the studio. The BBC immediately invited her back. Within months she became a regular on BBC programs like It's Up to You and Calling All Forces, entertaining troops and civilians. During the war she performed hundreds of times for British and Allied servicemen, often alongside child actor Anthony Newley. Her bright personality and poise led the press to dub her Britain's Shirley Temple. By her early teens, Petula was appearing in British Pathé shorts and in Ensa concerts throughout the UK, bringing comfort to soldiers. These wartime years gave her invaluable stage experience and a lifelong connection with audiences. After the war, Petula seamlessly moved from radio to film. She made her feature film debut in A Medal for the General in 1944, and followed with roles in I Know Where I'm Going in 1945, London Town in 1946, and The Card in 1952, alongside Alec Guinness. Her acting career flourished through the late 1940s and early 1950s, as she appeared in family comedies, dramas, and musical features that showcased her natural screen presence. At the same time, she was pursuing a recording career. In 1950 she signed to the small independent Polygon Records, which her father Leslie Clark co-founded with record producer Alan A. Freeman. Polygon was created largely to release Petula's songs at a time when major labels were hesitant to sign young female performers. Her debut single, Put Your Shoes on Lucy, in 1950, showed promise. Then came Where Did My Snowman Go, in 1953, and Meet Me in Battersea Park, in 1954, both of which sold strongly and became radio favorites. These light-hearted post-war tunes perfectly captured the optimism of early 1950s Britain. Her early recordings were often accompanied by leading orchestras, and by 1955 she had achieved her first significant hit with Majorca, followed by Suddenly There's a Valley, also the same year. Polygon's success eventually drew the attention of Polygon Records, which absorbed the label, giving Petula wider distribution. Parallel to her recording career, Petula became one of Britain's most bankable young film stars. She appeared in Dance Hall in 1950, Made in Heaven in 1952, The Gay Dog in 1954, and the Huggett Family series. Her wholesome charm made her a favorite with family audiences, and she frequently performed songs within these films, a pattern that helped merge her dual identities as singer and actress. By the mid-1950s, Petula was among the UK's most popular recording artists. Her 1956 single, With All My Heart, topped charts in Britain and Europe, and she began recording in French, German, Italian, and Spanish, adapting seamlessly to international markets. In 1957 she scored another British top 10 with Alone, and enjoyed further success abroad with Prends mon cœur. Petula's fluency in French and her bright, continental pop style soon made her a household name in France, Belgium, and Canada. By 1958, she was hosting her own television specials on both sides of the channel, appearing in Petula Clark, in Paris and guesting on BBC's Saturday Spectacular. In 1961, she scored her first UK #1 with Sailor. It became one of the decade's defining female pop ballads and sold over 400,000 copies. By now, Petula had firmly established herself as Britain's leading female recording artist of the pre-Beatles era, years before she would reinvent herself again with a new sound and new producer. In 1963, Petula's career entered a new era when she began working with producer, arranger, and songwriter Tony Hatch, a partnership that would change both their lives. At first, Hatch wrote and arranged her French-language sessions, but he soon realized her potential for an international English-language hit. In 1964, inspired while walking through downtown New York, Hatch composed "Downtown." He presented it to Petula, who recorded it in London with a 40-piece orchestra. Released in November 1964, "Downtown" became a worldwide phenomenon, reaching #1 in the US Billboard Hot 100, #2 in the UK, and charting high across Europe and Canada. It sold more than 3 million copies and earned Petula her first Grammy Award for Best Contemporary Female Vocal Performance, in 1965. "Downtown" transformed Petula into an international star, bridging the era between traditional pop and the British invasion. Between 1965 and 1968, she scored a string of major hits written and produced by Hatch, including "I Know a Place" in 1965, "My Love" in 1965 US #1, "A Sign of the Times," and "Color My World" in 1966, and "Don't Sleep in the Subway" in 1967. Each record showcased her bright, soaring voice and sophisticated pop style. In 1967, she released "This Is My Song," written by Charlie Chaplin for his film A Countess from Hong Kong. Despite Chaplin's doubts about the pop arrangement, the single hit #1 in the UK, and sold over 1 million copies. Her album These Are My Songs, in 1967, reached the top 10 and reinforced her global stardom. Through the late 1960s, Petula's television appearances multiplied, with The Ed Sullivan Show, The Dean Martin Show, The Hollywood Palace, and she even hosted her own NBC special, Petula, in 1968. That broadcast became historic when she, as the first white woman on US television, touched black singer Harry Belafonte's arm while singing a duet. The gesture caused controversy but aired uncut after Petula insisted it remain. The special won praise for its stance on racial equality, and for her poised defiance. By 1970, Petula was an established international entertainer, with sales exceeding 50 million records, fluent in multiple languages, and equally respected in the US, UK, France, Canada and Australia. Entering the 1970s, Petula's career diversified further. She continued recording new material while expanding her acting resume in both film and theatre. In 1968, she starred opposite Fred Astaire and Tommy Steele in the lavish musical film Finian's Rainbow, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Her performance as Sharon McLonigan earned her a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. The following year, she appeared in Goodbye Mr. Chips with Peter O'Toole, further proving her versatility as both singer and actress. Petula's musical output remained steady. Albums such as Memphis, in 1970, Warm and Tender, in 1971, and Petula, 71 showcased a maturing style that bridged contemporary pop and easy-listening balladry. She also recorded French and German albums throughout the decade, maintaining her long-standing success in Europe. Her 1972 single, The Song of My Life, was a hit in continental Europe, while I Don't Know How to Love Him reflected her ability to reinterpret the new musical styles of the era. In 1974, she released The Other Man's Grass Is Always Greener, followed by I Couldn't Live Without Your Love compilations, reinforcing her popularity. During the mid-1970s, Petula headlined international tours, often performing with full orchestras. She maintained chart presence in Canada and Australia, where Kiss Me Goodbye and Don't Give Up in 1968 remained staples on radio. By the late 1970s, she found renewed stage success, performing in Las Vegas and on US television specials such as The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, and The Merv Griffin Show. Her elegant image and flawless diction earned her steady work in both English and French language productions. In the 1980s, Petula returned to theatre with remarkable success. She took over the lead role of Maria in The Sound of Music in 1981 at London's Apollo Victoria Theatre, playing to sold-out audiences for over a year. Critics praised her pure voice and natural stage presence. She then starred in Someone Like You in 1989, a West End musical written for her, followed by her acclaimed run as Nancy in Blood Brothers in 1993. Her portrayal added gravitas to the show and attracted record-breaking audiences. During the 1990s, she again reinvented herself, taking on the demanding role of Norma Desmond in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard in 1995, at the Adelphi Theatre in London, a part that demonstrated her dramatic power and earned widespread acclaim. On a personal note, Petula married Frenchman Claude Wolff in June 1961, and together they had 3 children: Barbara, in 1961, Catherine, in 1963, and Patrick, in 1972. The couple divided their time between homes in London, Geneva, and Paris, and remained together for over 6 decades. Claude, who managed parts of Petula's international career, passed away in March 2024, aged 93. Their enduring partnership was one of mutual respect and stability, grounding Petula amid her whirlwind of success. Petula has often spoken of the importance of her family, recalling how her children grew up surrounded by music and language, frequently accompanying her to studios and film sets across Europe. In the 2000s, Petula remained an active recording and touring artist. She released Here For You in 1998, and Solitude and Sunshine in 2007, then continued performing across the UK, Canada, and France. In 2013, she released Lost in You, which entered the UK Top 30, her first charting album in decades, featuring new versions of Downtown and Crazy. 3 years later came From Now On, in 2016, accompanied by a sold-out British tour, culminating at London's Theatre Royal Drury Lane. Next, Living for Today, in 2017, and 2018's Vo DC. Her most recent release in May 2025 is the expanded edition of Solitude and Sunshine, the songs of Rod McKuen. In 2019, she joined the West End revival of Mary Poppins at the Prince Edward Theatre, delighting fans and critics alike with her portrayal of the Bird Woman. The following year, during her 90th birthday celebrations, producer Sir Cameron Mackintosh honoured her on stage, describing her as a living bridge between the golden age of entertainment and today's musical theatre. Petula also made a memorable appearance at the Stephen Sondheim Old Friends Gala in 2023, performing I'm Still Here from Follies, a fitting anthem for a performer whose career has spanned 8 decades. On October 23, 2025, Petula's long-awaited autobiography, Is That You Petula, is set for release, offering an intimate and heartfelt reflection on her extraordinary life in show business. Detailing her collaborations, triumphs, challenges, and family, the book is already tipped to become a bestseller among music lovers, and further cement her place as one of Britain's most enduring and beloved icons. Now in her 90s, Petula continues to make selective public appearances and remains deeply admired by fans and fellow artists. She divides her time between homes in Switzerland and England, occasionally giving interviews and participating in television retrospectives celebrating her extraordinary career. Her voice, still instantly recognizable, can be heard in modern remasters and documentaries, while her recordings enjoy renewed popularity on streaming platforms, introducing her to younger audiences worldwide. And there you have it. From a child star who rose from wartime BBC broadcasts to global superstardom, Petula Clark is a living legend whose story truly defines the golden age of entertainment. Loved by millions, her amazing voice and spirit will continue to inspire generations to come. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.